Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back in the Stephen King corner, as you can see behind me, for another Stephen King video. And today I wanted to do a ranking video. I did do a top 5 ranking video probably like a year ago, but I wanted to rank all of his books. So that would be all of his novels and novellas, including the Bachman books, not his short story collection. So turns out with the new novel Later, we now have 61 works by him, not including the short stories. So yeah, I'll be counting down from 61 to 1, pretty succinct. I'm not going to go into too much depth with the books, just a quick rapid fire list. Yeah, everyone loves lists, so here we go. Number 61, Cell. Zombies, cell phones, just wasn't very good. Number 60, Elevation, a short and not so sweet novella. Number 59, The Dark Half. Surprisingly low for an early works. I just couldn't get into this one, found it very dry and very boring. Number 58, Blaze. Just wasn't for me. Number 57, Roadwork. This one was okay, but just couldn't really compete with some of the big boys on this list. Number 56, The Running Man. We're on a bit of a Bachman run right now. This one, surprisingly, I liked the movie a lot better than the book, and that'll be the first and only time I say that during this list. Number 55, Cycle of the Werewolf. This one, it's a pretty good little werewolf story. I just found that it just wasn't long enough and didn't have enough meat to it to really get that much higher on this list. Number 54, The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Little girl, lost in the woods, some pretty creepy stuff going on. Sounds a lot better than it was. Number 53, The Colorado Kid. Thought this one was going to be a little more of a murder mystery than it ended up being. Turned out it was just really a character-driven novella. Number 52, his most recent novel, Later. I did really enjoy this novel. It's just really hard for new novels to compete with some of the classics, so this one comes in at 52. Number 51, Thinner. Crazy gypsies, curses, pretty good stuff. Number 50, Cujo. Rabid, crazy Saint Bernard. Pretty cool concept, just wasn't a whole lot to the novel. Still a very good read for some of his earlier stuff. Number 49, The Dead Zone. Maybe a little higher on most people's list. It's not that I didn't like the novel, I thought it was a really good read. I just liked a lot of other novels better than this one. Number 48, Dolores Claiborne. Loved the format of it being one solid block, no chapters, no breaks of her telling her story. But overall, I thought it was just a so-so novel. Number 47, Gwendy's Button Box. Very weird novel, but also very interesting. This one definitely will make you think. Number 46, Lizzie's Story, or Lisey's Story, not sure of the pronunciation. I did really enjoy this novel. I actually liked it a lot better than I thought I was going to going in. But in saying that, still couldn't crack the top 45. Number 45, The Tommyknockers. I did enjoy this read. This one is probably right where it would be on most people's lists. This one would probably be a lot higher if not for a chunk in the middle, which kind of thought it went off the rails a little bit. But overall, kind of an alien invasion, body snatchers type deal here. Comes in at 45. Number 44, Gerald's Game. Really cool concept. Some kinky sex gone wrong turns into a fight for survival. Pretty cool book. Number 43, Rose Matter. Spousal abuse with a supernatural twist. Another one I enjoyed a lot better than I thought I was going to. Number 42, The Regulators. This one was a little too weird for me. I did enjoy it. Pairing it up with Desperation, I thought I was going to like it a lot more because of how much I enjoyed Desperation, but it was just a little bit too weird for me. Number 41, From a Buick 8. I read this one super quick. This one's a page turner. Some pretty weird stuff going on in the back of a Buick 8 at a police shop, but overall, another weird one with some connections to the Dark Tower series in a way, but yeah, no, pretty good. Number 40, Song of Susanna, the lowest rated Dark Tower book on my list. This one, I just found it was a little out there. I feel like he was like on a lot of meds after his accident when he was writing this one. Just an opinion of mine. Probably a little higher than it should be because it is a Dark Tower novel, but rounds out number 40 for me. Number 39, Dr. Sleep. Not my favorite novel, probably rated a little higher than it should because of the connection to The Shining. I just thought this one was kind of forced. It was like, hey, give us a sequel to The Shining, and he wrote this. Could have been a lot better, in my opinion, but comes in at number 39. Number 38, The Institute. Highly entertaining novel. I feel like this was kind of a modernization of Firestarter. A lot of similarities to it, but for one of his newer novels, really good. It's a page turner. Got through this one pretty quick. Number 37, and his first novel, Carrie, a classic. Everyone knows the story. I did really enjoy the read. Loved the little excerpts from the newspapers and everything like that in the middle of it. Thought it was very well done. So it comes in right in the middle of my list. Number 36, Rage. No reason why this should be banned. Really wasn't that bad at all in that regard. Overall as a story, I thought it was really good. It definitely is eye-opening. Number 35, Revival. Probably his most Lovecraftian novel. Ending was insane. Not a lot of people enjoy the ending. I thought it was pretty cool. Food for thought for sure. Really cool novel. Number 34, Sleeping Beauties. A very big novel. I think I like this one a lot more than most people, as a lot of people don't say a lot of good things about it, but I thought it was a really cool story. Very original, unique concept. Number 33, The Green Mile. If you love the movie, you'll love the book. It's basically the movie with a little bit extra, a little bit more of a backstory, so really good read. Number 32, The Long Walk. Great story. An endurance test for your life. It is a really cool read as you follow along with your main character in this crazy long walk. Number 31, The Eyes of the Dragon. A pretty cool medieval take from Stephen King here with a prominent tie-in to the Dark Tower series. Number 30, The Gunslinger. Not the easiest read, I'll admit that, but it's the first book in the Dark Tower series. I love the Dark Tower series, so rounds out the top 30, probably rated a little higher than it should be. Number 29, Finders Keepers, book 2 in the Bill Hodges trilogy. This was kind of that sandwich book that went its own way in the series. Still a very good read. The home stretch on this one is action-packed. Number 28, End of Watch, the third book in the Bill Hodges trilogy, the concluding book. Very good read, tying into the first one, really rounds it all out. Number 27, another classic, Misery. This one I've read twice. I thought it was much better the second time, and I feel like that may ring true for most people. A little bit slow the first time around, I thought, but the second time around I really appreciated it a lot more. Number 26, The Dark Tower, the final book in the Dark Tower series. I really enjoyed this one. It was a great conclusion to the series. Like the ending, or if you don't like the ending, that's entirely up to you. I thought the way the ending was left open-ended and like up for interpretation was pretty cool, and it was a good way to end the series. Number 25, The Wind Through the Keyhole, which is the Dark Tower 4.5. Really cool format to this book, kind of a story within a story within a story, so you can really get lost in this one. Really enjoyed it. Number 24, Joyland, is one of his better hard case crime books. Takes place in an amusement park. What's not to like? A murder mystery with a little bit of a supernatural twist. Really entertaining read. Number 23, Doomakey. Loved the atmosphere in this book. Takes place in Florida, which is a refreshing change of pace from his usual main settings. So yeah, I thought this one really did a good job formulating the atmosphere and bringing you into that Florida type environment. Number 22, Desperation. This one, talk about atmosphere. This one's another one, takes place in the Nevada desert. Really cool concept with some possession going on here and some ancient evil. Number 21, Bag of Bones. Really good read. It's different from his usual stuff. It's a supernatural love story that just hooks you early and will keep you there the whole way through. Number 20, Dreamcatcher. Probably a little higher on my list than most people would have it, but I really, really like this novel. An alien novel again, with a refreshing twist to it. There's a military side of this story as well, which is really cool, and I just thought this one was really well done. Number 19, The Black House, the sequel to The Talisman, which is still yet to come. I really did enjoy The Black House. It was a really good sequel, and yeah, some Dark Tower tie-ins to this one as well, which probably pushed it up on my list a little bit. Number 18, The Wolves of the Calla, which is the 5th book in the Dark Tower series. This one was really good. I liked the atmosphere in this one as well, with all the things that were going on in the town that they were staying in here, and you got some robot wolves riding horses, some pretty cool battle scenes as well. Good book. Number 17, Mr. Mercedes, the one that started it for the Bill Hodges trilogy. This one is really good. I believe it won some awards. If you like murder mysteries, or like, not really mysteries, but like, you know, a villain that you're trying to catch and decode all his ways and everything like that. Very intelligent villain. Anything like that, you're gonna really enjoy this. I highly recommend it. Number 16, The Outsider. Holly Gibney's solo effort in this one, which is a prominent character from the Bill Hodges trilogy. Really, really good book. The villain in this one is really cool and really creepy. Number 15, Firestarter. Can't tell you how much I love this book. One of his better earlier novels, and this one just tons of action. Really, Charlie McGee, our main character, the little girl here with pyrokinetic powers, is really cool and pretty badass. Number 14, Pet Sematary. Loved it, loved it, loved it. This one I really want to give a reread. I've only read it once. It was a long time ago, but you know, another classic with another classic movie as well, and just a really, really cool story. Lucky number 13, Salem's Lot. Awesome classic vampire story of his. If you love vampire stories and you haven't read this one, check it out. It is really good. Another one with just amazing, amazing atmosphere in the town. Number 12, Christine, A Possessed Car. This one starts off a little slow, but once you get into the meat of it, you won't be able to put it down. Really, really cool character development in this one. Just well done, that's all I can say. Number 11, The Drawing of the Three, the 2nd book in the Dark Tower series, the book where it really starts to pick up and hook you into the series. This one, just a lot of action, a lot of character development, and the one that really gets it going. Starting the top 10, we've got The Wastelands, which is the 3rd book in the Dark Tower series. Kind of goes hand in hand with The Drawing of the Three, which is why I put them back to back. You know, continues the story along, not really a whole lot of gaps. Starts off with a crazy cliffhanger that just left us in the previous book, so another really good Dark Tower read. Number 9, Under the Dome, a town stuck under a dome, left you know, to fend for themselves. So pretty glaring novel, a lot of cues in terms of, you know, sociological behavior and things like that. Some pretty messed up characters in this one. A really good read, definitely a page turner. Even though it's big and may look intimidating, trust me, you'll enjoy it, you'll get through it. Number 8, 11/22/63, historical fiction for the JFK assassination, a time travel book as well. A lot of good elements to this one. A big time Easter egg as well that relates back to the It book. So really cool. If you're a fan of that, that's a pretty cool part of this book. But overall, this one, thumbs up, recommend it to anyone. Number 7, Insomnia. So good. You need to have read the Dark Tower series in its entirety to appreciate this. I truly believe that if you don't like this novel, you probably haven't read the Dark Tower series, and I get it because it probably comes across as pretty confusing if you haven't. But overall, this one just grabbed me, and this was a great reading experience. A bit of a longer one, but that's what makes it good. Number 6, The Talisman, another one I've read twice. I can't get enough of this one. This is an adventure at its finest. Really rung true for me back in the day when I was a similar age to the main character in this book, Jack Sawyer. So yeah, this one may be a little bit nostalgic for me, so it might be a little higher on my list, but this one is a very, very cool novel. Coming in at number 5, The Stand. What can I say? Long, really, really long, but really, really good. Post-apocalyptic, super flu virus novel, some religious elements to it as well. The ultimate battle between good and evil. Awesome book. Number 4, Needful Things. Another long novel, another really good novel. This one really, really just was so entertaining for me. You know, Castle Rock novel, the town just going up in flames, both literally and figuratively, due to Leland Gaunt, this proprietor that moves in and opens up a business, which he's basically, you know, the epitome of evil. So really, really cool novel. Coming in at number 3, The Shining, taking the bronze in this case. Just so good. Can't say enough good things about this novel. It was such a ride, and you know, it really was so much better than what Kubrick did with the movie there. So I truly believe this will always be the true rendition. Obviously, it was the source material, but yeah, I just thought you know, Jack and the characters in this were just so well developed, and it was just a hell of a ride. Number 2, It. A classic. It's going to be up there on anyone's list, I would think. You know, it was the one that started it all for me. The first novel I read back in the 9th grade by Stephen King. And, you know, Pennywise, The Losers Club, what much more can you say? This one is a definite ride. It's an experience you can really just sink your teeth into and get lost in. And the top book on my list, Wizard and Glass, The Dark Tower, number 4. Now take it easy before you all roast me in the comments. This is a personal preference. I absolutely love this book. There just really hasn't been a Stephen King novel that I've read, got lost in, and enjoyed as much as this book. It's got everything. The atmosphere is amazing. It's basically its own novel because it's Roland telling a story to his group, his quartet, in the Dark Tower series. So it's like an interlude, and it just really is a peek into Roland's younger self, and really develops that character that much more. And it's an amazing love story that is not Stephen King's typical style, which is what makes it unique to me as well. Just not enough good things to say about this one. I absolutely love this book. Okay everyone, thanks for watching my video. If you stuck with me right to the end, I really do appreciate that. If you love Stephen King and you love reading, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I mean, it really would help out. You know, I'm just doing this for fun, but I love talking to you guys about books and everything like that. So yeah, once again, happy reading and take care.